What's up, everyone? Justin K here. Just with the Concrete Two Cities team, and this is essentially a brother from another mother. We've been friends for the last 4 or 5 years now, and how we met was actually doing concrete, and then we had a very in-depth, detailed conversation about going off on our own separate ways, starting and creating our own things, which I have been able to do and have been blessed to do, and Max has been well blessed as well. Why I bring Max today is we're actually here on one of his job sites where he's working with the city of Cedar Rapids, and they're doing sidewalk panels, ADAs, and a lot more concrete here in the future as they build a relationship with the city of Cedar Rapids. Now, some of the things that I want to address is I do believe our first video with Max got taken down. Now, why that might be is maybe there are some of you out there that don't believe that Max is as successful as he is. And as we watch this journey go, it's really going to unfold, especially as we do these interviews. But either way, I want to introduce Max, have Max share some stories with you. We'll keep this short, so that way for those of you tuning in who have been following along for the journey, and if it's time for you to jump in now, do so. And we'd love to take care of you in a very similar fashion.
Absolutely. I'm Max Wehage, owner of C2 Creative Concrete, and we got our start. I was working 12 to 15 hours a day, and Two Cities with their lead generation programs, they were able to get us enough leads where every night after work, I would grab my equipment and I would go rip out, remove, frame, come back the next day and pour. And it was probably a whole summer of that, and that gave us our goose egg to get started. And we went up to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and Green Bay, Wisconsin. And those 3 jobs generated almost over $3 million. And we're just a little over we're probably at 2.5 years into the creation of the company. And this last season, we have transitioned from private work to public work, working strictly for the cities. Doesn't mean we don't still do driveways and patios, decorative work. We're still after that, absolutely. We have a lot of guys that have joined the company, and they're growing up, and we're just trying to do right by our employees and scale the company and see what kind of machine we can turn it into. If you guys that are out there that are tuning into this, if you guys do concrete and you guys aren't happy where you're at, or you want more, or you feel like you're underpaid, those are all valid feelings. We pride ourselves on putting the guys first. We're in this for the long run. If we make a few bucks along the way, so be it. And that's actively been happening. And all these guys that are working for us here in Cedar Rapids, they're all happy. They could all start families. They can afford whatever it is that they want to afford. And our main mission is to just take it to the moon and keep growing. And Concrete Two Cities has done an absolute phenomenal job with the lead generation. And if you are a contractor tuning into this, if you're on the fence, if you don't know if it's worth it, it's definitely worth it. I mean, our company has over $1 million in assets, and we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have the opportunity to start all this had it not been for Two Cities. So there's flexible plans. You can get it out of the way. You drop 30 for the whole year, you'll probably see 350,000 in lead generation in the first year. There's smaller programs too if you want to go month by month. I mean, Justin's a very honest and flexible guy. He's got one of the best teams for what he is doing, and it's very organized and streamlined. It takes a lot of the pressure off of the contractor. Everything is so streamlined that you can basically just send these customers estimates, go meet them once, and shake on it. It's a great program. He's spent over $250,000 on training himself and putting his company to where they need to be to excel as well. We have more work. We have work in Bettendorf, 2 more jobs in Bettendorf. After that, we'll be headed down to Fort Worth, Texas to work for the DOT. And we're staying busy and staying hard at it. If you're a guy that you know you got it and you want more, come get more.
Yeah, you might as well come get more. And for those of you who can't quite get there and don't quite believe in yourself right now, I would say go work for Max. Contact us. We'll get you in contact with Max, and you can come work for one of the best companies in the Midwest. Now, with that being said, anything else you want to add in there? We'll keep this short like we said.
Absolutely. There's a lot of really big companies in the area, and they got a ton of work. Problem is their top guys make $30 an hour. Entry level at this company is $25. We have guys that top out at $50. So if you're working for some of these really, really big conglomerate companies and you're just getting the piss worked out of you every day, take a breath, think about it, think about your time. Time is money. If you feel like you're underpaid, you probably are, right? If you're struggling to put food on the table right now, like 3/4 of this country is, come work here. That'll be a thing of the past. We work hard and come to work every day, and we're not slowing down. There's no signs of a depression in this company. So
you create your own economy.
Yeah, absolutely. A recession's just a wealth transfer, and we firmly believe that we're in a position to excel and grow this company in the next 5 years into one of the bigger companies. And for every 7 guys that are getting out, there's only 1 guy coming in. It's billion-trillion-dollar industry. And what's everybody going to do when there's nobody to do the work?
Right.
Wages are going to go up. The price of this work's going to go up. We're just looking for the right guys to get in.
Yeah.
We want warriors here.
Laborers, operators, and finishers.
Absolutely.
Contact us or contact Max. If you contact us, we'll get you in contact with Max and help you come and work for one of the best companies in the Midwest. Now, with that, I mean, for those of you who can't afford it, again, we have those smaller programs that you can jump into, test it out. A lot of them are just canceled within a 30-day notice, which is very simple because, again, we can do a lot more like come out, film your shoots, make sure that we get content that represents who you are as a company so that way you can build what you want to build. And, again, if you can't make it, there's about a 70% failure rate in this industry from the research. If you go look it up online and you end up falling into that category, again, contact Max, jump in with them, and he will take care of you.
With 2 cities and C2, the sky's the limit.
No limit. But Max, it's always a pleasure, my friend.
Thanks, Justin.